All right, so what's it like? You had such a big role before, and then you find out you're coming back.
Well, show business is very exciting. And when you work for Mr. Lynch, it was great. To bring that character back after 25 years, well, I think was a miraculous thing. So I was very happy.
Was it easy going back into Andy's shoes, get into character again?
Yes, I was very frightened, but once I got to the set and the first scene, everything rolled really well because I was working with Kimmy Robertson, of course. So
it was interesting seeing like the other officers, like Chad, and then, that was different, and there's some meanness there.
Well, it was really disgusting because when I went on the set, I noticed I was still a deputy. 25 years, no promotion. So when I saw those younger guys and all, I thought, they're not going to last. They might not even be good actors. I didn't care for them.
Now, it seemed like, because in the original show, it was like just the three of you. It was you, Hawk, and Truman. Mm-hmm. And then now, all of a sudden, there's like a whole police force. It's like, did things really change in Twin Peaks over the years? Were there other officers back then?
Yeah, well, no, but you're absolutely right. I mean, I don't know, but you know how things are nowadays. Crime is rampant.
You got former drug dealers now on the force. Even though he's what's the word I'm looking for? He's come around, Bobby. He redeemed himself.
He has, and in a very dynamic way, and he has a lot of enthusiasm for the job, which I thought was really great. So.
Now, when you guys went to the woods, that whole scene, when did you find out, Andy's really stepping it up, and he's kind of special to be able to go into the other lodge? Mm-hmm. I mean, what was that, when you saw that in the script, you're like, I'm going to be in black and white?
Well, it didn't mean anything to me because we shot out of a sequence, and I was very, I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on, so.
Did you know that scene was going to be in black and white, or is it just like you just shot it, and then you're watching it, you're like, wow.
I just went, wow. I didn't know.
Now, what was it like working with Michael Cera as your son?
It was, well, I'm a man of a certain age, so I wasn't really familiar with Michael Cera, except by sight. But when I found out he was going to be my son, I told someone in my family, and the roof almost came off the house. All the young people were like, Michael Cera. So I became very nervous. The fact that I was so out of touch, and then that he was so famous. So when I went to the set, I was a little nervous. I was kind of like, who is this mysterious young firecracker that I don't know about? So I just terrified.
Now, have you thought about your character? So, when we see Waldo, he's, on a bike, he's got the jacket. Is that what you would have thought that Andy and, that your son would look like?
No, I mean, I would have never thought that. But then when you think about it, when you think about how childlike Andy was, and in a way, Kimmy being so loving and open, it seems like our child, he would have a life conducive to being himself and expressing himself and taking chances. So when I kind of thought about it, I thought, well, of course their child would be different.
Now, this might be hard. Do you have a favorite moment behind the scenes from this last season?
Nope.
Everything.
I don't know. It's just, I have to tell you that every day I'm very wide-eyed on the set. Every day. I don't. Okay, here it is. Sometimes between scenes when lighting's being set up and things are being moved around, I would see David sitting in a chair far off, and every once in a while I would just catch a glimpse of him just sitting there thinking. And it really struck a chord with me. It was interesting to see. It was kind of a profound thing to me.
what's going on there, like brilliance
Yeah.
in motion.
Well, exactly, and not really knowing. But I remember once the sun was setting and he was all orange and he was just sitting there looking out. So I think that would be my favorite moment, now that you've helped me remember that.
Only it took a picture.
I know.
No, that's your special moment.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, it was great talking to you, and it was great seeing you again, and I love seeing you step up. And
It's so great to see you again, and I'll see you around, okay?
all right.